Welcome to the Learning Lab. What I'm going to show you today is the machine that we manufacture. We call it the Body Red Spectrum machine. It's based on red light therapy. We manufacture the system ourselves, and I have an actual patient here that we've been using it on him for about a year now. He experienced his history. I'll be real brief with his history, but he suffered a stroke. He's a relatively young man, late 40s, early 40s. He suffered a stroke. It affected the left side of his body, and then subsequent to the hospitalization, he developed septicemia. He was very ill. He got out of the hospital. He recovered most of his function, but he was still left with some neurological deficits, balance issues. Cognitively, it didn't affect him that much, but it affected him physically. Balance issues, wobbly gait. His gait was unstable. He was using, when I first met him, he was using a cane as an assistive device. He was very unsteady on his feet, and the left side of his body was very weak. So I've been working with him now. February 14th is actually 1 year. He just reminded me of it. So February 14th is 1 year since I've been working with him. The only thing we've been doing with him is using this red spectrum body machine that we manufacture. So what I want to do is I want to show you the system, and I want to show you how I use it with him. And I'll just show you a little bit of the properties of the system, and then we'll go from there. But I want to show you how the system is and how we use it with Alfonso. He's made some very impressive recovery, which I'll demonstrate or I'll document on some future videos. But for now, I just want to show you how I position him with this red light system, and how it can be used, or anybody can use it in their homes in a similar fashion. Red light has been shown to have regenerative capabilities. It's an energy that's the body is exposed to, and it basically absorbs that energy and converts it into a biological process. It's a very potent anti-inflammatory stimuli. It's basically what it is. It may have some antibacterial stimuli too. So let me come right over here, and I'm going to show you how it is, how it's used. Now, this is the patient. His name is Alfonso. He's given us the privilege to show him on video. He's positioned here. This is how I position him. Now he just simply lays on his back, put him as comfortable as possible. I use this hot pack over his frontal side of his head. Now the reason I do this is I want to introduce greater blood flow to his brain, to his cranial vault. The skull has many sinuses in it. It's very porous. So the hypothesis is by putting heat over the frontal aspect of his face, I'm able to generate a increased biological flow into his cranial vault. So that's why I use the heat. And I think even if you haven't suffered a stroke or have had severe medical complications, I think even if you're relatively healthy, this promotes blood flow to your brain. Now this is a system right here. This is what we manufacture. This energy right here, this frequency of light, is transmitting at about 680 nanometer. Each head produces about 330 lux of light energy. Now, we designed it like this. You can get the stand. It's a very stable stand. The base is very secure. We have it without wheels because we use it in a state. We keep it in this room. We don't move it. But if the new owner of this system decides to keep the wheels, it provides mobility, so you can move it around the environment where you have it in. And I think that's just very practical properties to have in a system. Now, like I said, we created these 4 heads. These heads are mobile, so you can target specific area. The reason we created 4 is because we divided the body into 4 sections: the cranial, the thoracic, the pelvis, and then the lower extremity. So in essence, it covers the entire body. Now you can move it from laying down. You can just reach for one of the heads, but you can see that you can target the energy to wherever it is that you want to concentrate it on. in Alfonso's case, I want to concentrate it on the cranial-thoracic region. So I position these mobile heads. They move in all types of degrees of motion, of ranges. You can move it side to side, up and down, rotate them like this, etc. So you have quite a bit of flexibility. That's how we designed it. So in Alfonso's case, we targeted to the cranial-thoracic region. We've been doing this for 1 year now. It's a 20-minute session. Now we're just going to cover it, let him relax there. Now, the interesting thing about Alfonso is that we haven't been using it. We don't use it every day. Alfonso comes once every 2 weeks. He's been coming one every 2 weeks fairly regularly, and I give him tremendous credit for that because it takes effort to get into an automobile and drive to a center. So he's been coming once every 2 weeks, and that's how long we've been working with him. We use it for 20 minutes. That's basically all it is. It's a 20-minute session once every 2 weeks or twice a month. And using it in that frequency, we have seen tremendous improvements in Alfonso's neurological functioning. So again, it's definitely, this is a one case study only. I wish I had more patients that I can use it a larger group so we can get more statistical significance. But in this one case study using Alfonso, from what he was February of 2019 to February coming up 1 year 2020, is he's demonstrated tremendous improvements. Now the interesting thing is you can say that, well, he would have improved like that by himself, but the interesting thing is that when I started working with Alfonso, it already had been almost a year post-event, post-discharge from the hospital, and his condition was not improving. He started to improve the moment he started to be exposed to this red light therapy. So definitely in this one particular case, it's shown tremendous effectiveness. And as you can see, it's a system that's fairly easily designed and manufactured by us with the same potentiality as any other system out there in the tens of thousands of dollars. So again, if anybody is interested in inquiring about how they can own a system such as this, just feel free to give us a call, contact me on my YouTube channel, and we'll discuss how we can arrange it and ship it to you. Again, until next time, thank you very much.